So today we're going to be working on part 6 of our cheap, as free as possible barn build. Today we're going to be building onto the existing barn that we have got so far. We're going to build room off to the side that we're going to store hay and store our feed in, and in the future we're going to cover it if we don't get to that today. But as far as right now, we're going to start grabbing some pallets, taking them back there to get them to where we can set them up to be put onto the barn. I had to move my truck a little closer because I was standing in a swamp. I'll turn it around and show you. So my truck was sitting right over there. I was having to walk through all of that, but front work boots is keeping me dry. So the last video that we had showed in part 5, we had put these side pieces onto the side of the barn. So he had grabbed one of our long pieces that we had off from the roof that we got for free. We had run one. It extended out past the barn that we had. So instead of cutting that, we was thinking we might as well build us a room on to go ahead and store some hay for the future. Next winter we can save up this summer and then be able to feed them throughout the winter next year. So this is the other side that I've got. As you can see, it's not finished. I didn't put any tin on this side because I wasn't wanting to waste my tin to try to save it for future projects and then to finish the rest of this barn here. All the way to the side we've got the tin. We're still going to need a little bit to cover that one 4x4, but other than that, we're going to get these out of here in a minute. Going to run probably 2 pallets this direction and then come down this direction with the wall. Then we're going to be able to put our feed, store some hay in there. Somebody's trying to bite me. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to start here, get us some pallets and go out that wall, and then we're going to build us a wall here, and then we're going to time lapse it here so you ain't got to sit here and watch it the whole thing. So if you have seen any of my past videos, you'll know that right beside my barn, the flooding video that I showed, is going to show you that beside the barn kind of filled up with water. So there's a low spot in that area. So when you saw me moving the straw with the rake, I was kind of filling that in, and that hay straw is going to break down into dirt eventually. I've put a rock back here on this one side to kind of keep it supported and just to get it leveled up. So this is what it looks like after I got it leveled up. And as you can see, I've put quite a bit of straw, which is just going to turn into dirt eventually. The rock here is going to kind of help support it for the time being, and I'm going to have to put a little more here just to make it on out to the last pallet. So now comes the time that I'm going to have to cut the rafters off from these pallets like I did before. If you've seen my other videos leading up to this one, you're gonna know what that looks like. Just cutting the top boards off from these pallets just to get them back here to put them as rafters. So my battery died on my Sawzall while doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and move on and start putting a couple pieces of tin onto the wall that we just built, attaching the piece that was already there, and then see if we can get another one of these big ones and install it also. Now this next piece that I'm going to put right here is going to be a doozy to put on by myself. So I'm probably going to have to fight with it to get it level on one side and then level on the other side too. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about doing it, but we're going to attempt it. Now that the back's done, we're just going to leave that little gap up there at the top. Instead of wasting some of the tin, that's just going to allow for ventilation to be able to go through and just let the barn breathe, I guess. Now the other side, facing towards the front of the house, like I said before, we're going to cut a piece, angle it from that side to the front side, cut it, make it look pretty nice. And then we got some corner pieces that we got off the side of the house that we got the tin off from. We're also going to use those to fancy up the corners of those too. So that's what we've got in mind. That's pretty much going to end this video. We got a pretty good amount of work done today, but we've got other things we got to do. If you're enjoying this content, leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.